You've probably heard all the basic advice on growing your YouTube channel, but today I'm revealing 10 actual secrets. And these are the strategies that top content creators use, but they don't want to share it with you. But I'm going to share what worked for me behind the scenes. And these are the hacks that aren't the usual ones that you would go search for online and find them. These are the ones that made a difference on my channel, and I know it can work for you. So today, I'm going to dive into the steps that I used and that you should follow to see changes in your video views. Secret number 1 is all about timing your uploads. It's called the power hour. That's what I call it. That's a technique to rank your videos faster. You may have heard about timing, but let me tell you, there's a specific time window you need to hit for your videos to rank faster. When's the best time to post? You might think it's late afternoon, but here's the real deal. It's actually in the first hour, first 60 minutes of the video's life. If you can get a bump of engagement in that first hour, YouTube will push your videos to more people. So, what's the trick? I discovered posting right before your audience starts their day or while they're in traffic gives gives your video an immediate boost. Test your upload times using YouTube Analytics and watch for that surge in the first 60 minutes. Now, here are the steps to do this. Open YouTube Studio and go to your most recent video upload. Monitor the real time traffic. That's what I'm talking, not when they're in traffic. The real time traffic for the first hour after you publish the video. Use the YouTube Analytics to determine the best time that your audience is active, and you'll find that under the audience tab. Post videos during peak times based on that data, and usually for most people it's either early mornings or in the evenings. Encourage engagement right away by asking questions in your video or pinned comments to prompt interaction in the first 60 minutes. Let me know what you think about this, and let me know if you've ever done that in your video, or if you're using pinned comments. All right, that is what I would say in my video to get the interaction within 60 minutes. Do you understand? So I just gave you a live interaction tactic that you can use. But I would love to know how you go about doing that. Do you use pin comments? Let me know in the comment section. Track the performance of your videos during the first hour. Compare how different times of the day impact your video's success. I'll show you the time I posted a video and it exploded in the first hour. So stay tuned for a real life example, and this is going to blow your mind. Secret number 2: the first 5 minutes of your video can make or break your success. It's not about the perfect hook in the intro, even though that is important. It's about crafting a hook that keeps people engaged. It makes them want to watch more of what you have to say. Here's a game changing hook. I'm sorry, trick. When you're planning your intro, think about the value that you're going to deliver. Why do people stay? Why do they want to stay? It's not just about the topic or the thumbnail, it's the promise that you make. I just told you that I just made a promise to you that if you stay tuned, I will tell you about a video that exploded within 60 minutes, and I'm gonna share that with you right now. So that's what you do. You plan your intro. You give them an example of a promise of what they may get further down. But let me share the before I forget. Let me share my first video. I had videos that exploded, but this one exploded even more. Within the first 60 minutes, I got 2,700 views, and within 24 hours, my video reached 1 million views. And within, I think it's 7 days, it was 2.2 million. And right now it's at 2.5 million. So, and that this is everything I'm telling you, these secrets, That's what made that video exploded. I'm still trying to get another another viral video like that to explode. I'm working on it. Okay, so you make a promise and you deliver the promise. Let me show you how I hooked my audience in the first 5 minutes and increased retention by 30%. Just an example. You tease that promise. For example, this video that I'm doing now, the title is 10 secrets. And in your intro, you would say, this video is about 10 secrets to grow your YouTube channel. I'm just giving you an example. But if you stay until number 7, you're going to be shocked. That's a promise. Wouldn't you want to stay until number 7 to see what the video is all about? That's what I'm talking about. And you make sure you make that promise big and bold and deliver that promise. You tease the best parts of the video, but without giving everything away. You know what I'm saying? You don't tell them what number 7 is. You tease about what number 7 is, and then when they get to number 7, you deliver. You also introduce the core conflict, the problem, and promise the solution. And because that's building suspense. Okay. And the secret number 3, and I am trying not to make this video go too long because I can be long winded. How to reignite interest in your old videos. Revisiting your old content. Yep, you heard that right. Don't let your older videos fade away. That's a strategy that can breathe life into them, even if they're not doing well. All you have to do is to, I'm going to give you this. Let me give you the steps. You pick one of your old videos that has decent views but could use more attention. Update the description to include current trending keywords or information. Revise the thumbnail. Use a fresh, compelling design to capture interest. Add a reference to the video in your latest uploads. So you're going to mention the video that you're trying to revitalize or rejuvenate. Mention that in another video, a similar video, and in your video description as well, and let them know that they can go and watch that video. Share the old video again, post it in your community tab, post it on Instagram, Facebook page, and reminding followers of its value. And link the video in future content. Not just one video, but in future content. Every time you create a relevant new video, you link to the older video in the description. The trick here is to update, reshare, and optimize older videos regularly. But here's the secret part. Use your newer videos to revisit the past content in a relevant way. Just make sure that they have something to do with they're relatable and have something to do with each other. This drives new traffic and refreshes older video. I took one video that wasn't getting traction, and a year later I made a small change in the description and added an updated thumbnail and linked it in my latest video, and the views just shut up. The views just went through the roof. So it sounds simple, but it was effective. Stay tuned. I'll show you the exact video I did this on and how it doubled in views in just 48 hours. Secret number 4, the power of hidden playlist. Yes, hidden playlists. They work like magic behind the scenes. And here's a strategy that YouTube doesn't tell you. Playlists aren't just for organization or organizing your videos. They can secretly boost your watch time and increase your views. Next, you would choose a niche. This is how you do it. Choose a niche topic that fits several of your videos and create a playlist around it. For example, in my case with my travel channel, I would choose a few videos that has to do with packing, packing for a trip, packing for an international trip, or packing for a domestic trip. Add at least 10 to 15 videos in that playlist. Mix older and newer content in that playlist and incorporate relevant keywords in the playlist title and description. And make the playlist private initially so it doesn't show on your public page. Make it private initially. Then you're going to share it via social media on Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. And within your other videos, by mentioning the playlist in your description. So you're going to share it in other videos description. That's what I'm really trying to say. After a few weeks, reveal the playlist publicly on your channel, so it helps videos rank better on search. So you're going to do it privately, and then a few weeks later you're going to disclose it publicly. I'm not talking about just any playlist. I'm talking about strategic playlists that target specific keywords and groups of videos to boost their ranking in search. This method has worked wonders for me, and I'll explain how. The trick is to make the playlist that groups together use relevant videos and keywords and descriptions, and then make sure to hide the playlist from the main channel page by making it private. And it helps to boost your SEO and gets the video discovered without looking too forced. Yes. All right, secret number 5: embeds to leverage external traffic. Tap into other people's traffic with the video embeds. Let me explain. Um, Forget just embedding on your website. The real secret is embedding your videos in external blog posts, forums, or relevant social groups like Facebook groups. These are the exact steps. Identify niche blogs, websites, or forums where your target audience hangs out. Contact the site owner or post on forums offering valuable content. Don't just post because you want to, you know, embed. Make sure you provide value. Suggest embedding your video where it makes sense. Example, in a blog post or a frequently asked question section. Create a relevant post on Reddit or other subreddit that has the same niche as you do, with a link to your video embedded, and make sure it's highly relevant to the post. Offer your video as a resource in Facebook groups or LinkedIn groups related to your topic. Track referral traffic to see how many views and engagement came from those external sources. This strategy will give you a whole new audience, and it works even better than traditional cross promotion. I have done that before, and it has worked wonders for me. Secret number 6, moving along. How to appear bigger than you are. Fake it till you make it, baby. But it's not what you think. You don't need a huge following to come across as a pro. You really don't. Here's a little known trick I use to appear bigger and more authoritative without lying. And here are the strategic steps that you can follow. Invest in professional looking thumbnails. Use tools like Canva or Fiverr to get high quality designs. No one is going to know if you created the thumbnail or not. You just use somebody who has that skill to do it. So you don't. I started out with Canva, and let me tell you, when I go back and look at my thumbnails, I'm like, what was I thinking? But when you use Fiverr, and believe it or not, you can get a thumbnail done for $10, $10. You don't have to do every video's thumbnail on Fiverr using Fiverr, but if once you are committed to a video in terms of have a passion for the value that you have provided, and you want people to hear this and to know what you have to offer and to for them to benefit, excuse me, use Fiverr service for a dramatic and impactful thumbnail. And when somebody comes to your video, they will think that you did it. They don't have to know. You don't have to tell them. It's You're not lying, but you're just not sharing that information. It's none of your business. Make sure your video quality is polished, though. Invest in good lighting. I have to invest in good lighting. I know my hands are up. I usually film in my car, but today I'm lazy. Invest in good lighting, clear audio, and editing software to make your content look top notch. I'm personally not going to edit my videos. I want to be real and authentic and just give you raw. This is who I am. I make mistakes. As I told you, I'm an introvert. I'm very shy. I used to have a channel way back, and I even scrapped the channel because people started out asking me, "Oh, where are you from? What's your accent?" And that kind of got me scared. And so not that I'm ashamed of where I came from, because I'm a Jamaican. I was born a Jamaican, but I'm a U.S. citizen. And I know this is off topic, but the reason why I decided to come back on Facebook and start a new channel and decided to do it faceless was because of that reason. But the faceless channel gave me the courage to come back and show you my face and show you my accent and all of me. This is me. All right, let's continue. You're supposed to be using authoritative language and confidence. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, deliver your video like you know what you're talking about. Okay? And I'm doing that out of I'm using my experience from my other channel to help you to make your channel better. So I can do it with confidence because I've done it before. Speak like an expert, even if you're still growing. Create a consistent branded style for your videos to appear more cohesive and polished. Regularly update your channel with new, high quality content to maintain that same professionalism. Promote your content on social media with similar branding, making your channel look established even if you're starting out small. It's all about presentation, guys. If you want to grow fast, you need to look like you've got more subscribers and views than you actually do. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. When you make your videos look high quality, it builds trust. Great thumbnails, clear audio, and well edited content will make even a small channel seem like it's already big. It's all about perception. Secret number 7, using community posts for consistent engagement. I use this a lot on my Faces channel because remember now, they're not seeing my face. So, in order for me to build trust, they have to hear from me. They can't see me, but they can hear me. And so I post videos, I post quizzes. I do a lot of quizzes to test their knowledge and to let them want to come back for more. Yes. And I do polls and all that stuff. The community posts are very important. And YouTube also puts that into their algorithm. But it's not just random updates. Don't just make random updates on your posts. Start a series of community posts that engage your viewers between videos videos. It's a super underutilized feature. A lot of people don't use it. My quizzes garner engagement because I will ask a question, I will give four answers, and I will provide the explanation. And sometimes, like people that get the quiz wrong, they will make a comment. And sometimes I will ask maybe two questions I'll ask the main quiz question, and then I will ask them, has this ever happened to you? Comment and let me know, or something like that. So engage your audience, use up the community post. Here are the steps. All right. Create a series of posts. It could be a weekly question and answer Q&A. It could be a poll, a quiz, or something fun, or sharing information, sharing special things that might be happening on your channel, or that are upcoming or something like that. This invites engagement. And always ask a question because that's how you'll get more engagement. Set a schedule. Post consistently, like every Friday at 6 p.m. That creates anticipation. Ask engaging questions in the community post, as I said. For example, what do you think of this trend? And you tell them about a trend, and you may even put your what you feel about it. Tell them what you feel about it, and then ask what they feel about it. And you might even say, have you tried this yet? If it's like a product, yeah, you could do that. Encourage users to comment and share the experience. That's the bottom line. Post behind the scenes contents or teasers for upcoming videos and keep people engaged. I have used the community post, as I told you, and it's paid off big. It's a small feature, but if used correctly, it can supercharge your engagement, your channel, and your videos. Secret number 8, and we're almost there to number 10. So bear with me, stay with me. Using comment pins to force engagement. Using comment pins that force engagement might sound sneaky, but this is how I get my audience to engage without begging for comments. If you're not using this feature, if you're not using pin comments, you are leaving money on the table, so to speak. You're leaving views on the table, you're leaving engagement on the table. Pin a comment that leads to other comments. Then use those comments to spark even more discussion. So let me say that again. In order to get the best out of pinned comments, pin a comment that leads to other comments. And then use those comments to spark even more discussion among people who are going to be viewing your video. This keeps your video in YouTube algorithm and gets it recommended more often. By asking open-ended questions in your pinned comment, it helps to create a snowball effect that gets people more involved. It's simple, but it works every time. Let's walk through the steps. If you need help with ChatGPT, you just go to ChatGPT and say, ChatGPT, I have this is my channel. This is what my channel is about. This is what my video title is about, and I'd like you to help me with a pinned comment. If you're asking them to download a free product, you let ChatGPT know what that is, and they ChatGPT will put that also in the comment. Go and download my guide. That's about such and such, and you know what I mean. So the pin comment, and then you ask questions after that. That's how that works. Also, you can write something controversial or intriguing to spark debates and discussion in the comment section. You can use a call to action in the pin comment, asking them if they agree or disagree, or let's talk in the comments below. Encourage your viewers to reply to other comments by asking follow-up questions in the pinned comments, and you should reply to the first few comments to keep the engagement going. Secret number 9: content that doesn't require a click. Let's see what this is all about. Are you curious yet? It sounds crazy, but let me explain. You don't always need a click to drive views. This is a little known strategy that works without anyone clicking on your video. Here are the steps. Create short form videos like YouTube Shorts, TikToks, or Instagram Reels that tease your main content. Include a call to action in the YouTube Shorts. Check out, you're going to say, check out the full video linked in the description. So you're going to do a short video. It's like a summary of your long form video. And in the short video, you're going to say, check out the full video linked in the description. Optimize these shorts for your main video topic so they naturally redirect traffic to your main YouTube channel. Cross promote these shorts on your other platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram to get additional views. And embed the short form content in a blog post or short social media pages to keep people on your channel. And I'm talking about creating teaser style content like the YouTube Shorts or TikTok that redirects traffic to your long form videos. Using short form content to redirect traffic works because you're offering the bite sized content and you're letting them want more, especially if they ever have a sweet tooth for what you're trying to the information you're trying the content you're trying to let them know. You're It's like leading a horse to the water. I've seen my views double just by making this one change. And here's a pro tip that I use. I don't know if you've ever heard about looping your video, your YouTube Shorts. So what you do is you make a statement or two, more than one statement. You don't make it more than like 30 seconds long. The YouTube Shorts, and you you how should I say it now? You repeat the same thing you repeated in the intro. You repeat it again, maybe 2 or 3 times, and then you save the video. So they're going to be hearing the same thing 3 times, and and then they're going to be curious. I want What is this? And they naturally they're going to click on the link to go to the long form video. That's called looping. All right. So secret number 10, which is the last one, we come to the end. We're going to niche down to expand. Target your niche like a sniper. Most people think that they need to reach everyone. No, you don't. Here's the truth though. Targeting a specific type of audience works much better than trying to reach the whole universe. Identify a niche within your niche. Instead of going broad, drill down into a sub niche. For example, if you have a food channel, you wouldn't just want to cook all kinds of food, like different because you have foods from different culture. You would hone down into specific type of food. For example, you can use different cultures, but here's how you would do it. You concentrate on pizzas, for example, instead of concentrating on pizza, um, lasagna, and no, concentrate on pizza, and make your channel about the different kinds of cultures, how cultures make their pizza, because everybody has a different way, different recipes, and all that stuff. This is just an example off the top of my head. After you identify your niche and drill down, you create content that directly speaks to the audience. Ask questions, address pain points, and solve their specific problems. Use specific tags and keywords that match the niche, avoiding broad and overused terms. And then you're going to engage with the specific community where the niche audience hangs out, like forums, subreddits, and Facebook, niche Facebook groups. Make tailored thumbnails that speak directly to that niche audience. Analyze your audience retention and engagement in YouTube analytics to see how well your niche content is performing, and then you adjust it accordingly. When you become the go to expert in a specific niche, your audience would trust you more, and they will share your content to others. Let me explain how I tapped into a niche that grew my channel from 500 to 10,000 subscribers. Right now I'm at 44,700, I believe. What I did was I chose the niche, the broad niche travel, but I niched down into travel tips, travel rules, travel changes, travel hacks, travel secrets about airlines and airports, and travel how to dress when you go into the airport, how to pack. I niche down. So I am making videos for a specific group in my True Travel Treasures. Do you understand what I mean? Instead of talking about travel in general, I niche down to those kinds of things, and then I I attract a certain kind of audience. When you target a super specific audience, and you get hyper engaged viewers who keep coming back, and that's the best part. And it's way easier to rank your videos when your audience is laser focused. I hope you found value in this video. These were my 10 actual secrets for growing a YouTube channel. And if you found value, hit that like button, leave a comment if you're ready to start applying these tips, and don't forget to subscribe for more insider tips. I'm sharing more tips like this in an upcoming video, so you don't want to miss out. So make sure you hit that notification bell so that you are notified when those videos come out. Please check out my free video planning and viral video cheat sheet in the description. These are free to help you grow your channel. And if you want to take your channel to the next level, please grab my ebook guide on how to beat the YouTube algorithm. That is also in the description. Until next time, this is your host, Cheryl, saying don't give up on your channel. Learn the sneaky ways to grow that channel. The gurus won't tell you, but I will. Take care now.